Coach, it was a close match, but in first overs, you are fielding very well, catching good catches, and in last 2 overs, what happened to the team?
Look, I can't answer that one. We've actually seen a lot of catches go down this week at Lahore, which is a strange one. We can't quite work that one out, but certainly, you're right, we did catch well at points, and I think they were quite crucial catches to get us into a point where we still were in the game. It was a great catch from Shazad at back of point, and then Jason took a beautiful catch as well.
Once your team was on the top, and we were thinking that they are confirmed for the top 4 teams, but now you are in the fight, whether you are coming to the top 4 teams or not. So these two different feelings, how do you feel once you are on the top and now you are struggling to qualify for the top 4 teams?
Look, I think the most important thing is you just stay level. Like, we haven't changed anything, whether we've been at top or whatever position we are now. They won't change anything in terms of how we prepare for the next game. So at the end of the day, we've let ourselves down in a couple of areas in the last few games, and we'll have to work hard to rectify that. But 2 games to go, we just need to get better in a couple of facets.
Hi, Islamabad started off season really well by winning the 5 consecutive matches. Then Islamabad now lose 3 consecutive matches in a row now. What are the strategies would be now? Again, you will be up against Quetta in your home match in Pindi. So how is feeling, do you think team is feeling any sort of pressure now because you have lost 3 consecutive matches in a row? How the momentum would be, how momentum have shifted through in these 3 matches?
Cricket is definitely a momentum game, but as I just spoke about, throughout the whole tournament, we've tried to stay quite level in everything we've done. I think the focus for us is to regroup and work out who we can pick from next game. I'm sure everyone's aware of the issues we've had through the tournament with players being unavailable, and that is tough to work with, but you can only work with who you've got. So we'll just reassess who's fit to play for the next game, and we'll put out our best side.
Hey Ian, this is Ramesh Hussain from Park Passion. Just want to know, you have played 3 matches in Lahore. Does your bowler didn't acclimatize or didn't adapted the conditions in the Lahore? Because we have seen your bowlers, especially Jason Holder and other Naseem Shah, Hunain and the other bowlers, they were doing very well in Pindi conditions.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I can't really answer the differences between the 2 wickets. I think that we've seen at Lahore, you need to be a bit straighter, and that's really crucial. You can't give any batters width, and possibly, we've been looking at where we bowl, but again, you go to Pindi, you don't know quite what you're going to get. Some of the wickets can be quite different. There was a huge difference between our first and second games there, so it is just about adapting to the conditions you've got, and to be honest, we probably didn't adapt in the first 2 games here. I thought we bowled better tonight. We gave ourselves a real hunt, because the fact is that I think we were, I don't know the exact figures, but I think we were 91 for 6 after 14 or something like that, to give ourselves a score which I thought was defendable. And to be honest, I was actually really proud of the bowlers out there. That was a hell of an effort. We always knew that we had to find a way to get that 5th bowler's last over. And our issue we had the other night was we probably used it too early and didn't give ourselves a shot of getting to the last over. So at least tonight we got ourselves to the last over, and if it hadn't been for as you say, catching, which we put ourselves in the position to win the game. So that is a positive.
Ali Ahmed from Star Asia TV. Back-to-back 3 matches loss. What will the plan in next matches?
Sorry, what's that?
He said he lost 3 matches in a row. What is the plan for the next?
Yep, as I said before, we just need to reassess, get to Pindi, work out who's fit, who we can pick from, and pick our best side, because you're right, these 2 games are huge for us. It's a huge difference where you can qualify, whether you win or lose. So.
Do you think too much changing is the reason for defeats?
Too much what?
Changing.
Well, we have no choice at the moment. Look how many injuries we've got. So at the end of the day, when you've, Shorty's injured, Rassie's not here, there's a few other injuries floating around the team. At the end of the day, until we know who's fit to pick from, we can't pick the same team.
Okay, thank you so much. Yes, coach.